They're charging us for grapes.
Is that from something?
You're making us pay for grapes!
This is Ben, and we're here with
Black Party.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, your journey began in Arkansas with a band called Flint Eastwood.
Yeah.
And you guys got to open for some pretty cool people, like pretty early on into the scene. When did you guys first start to gain traction? How did you even work up to getting there?
2012, because we were opening up for all like the major acts in the city and like we had our own music and stuff. We were touring heavy. I think it was like 2012, 2013. Yeah. I think really it was just like consistency really more than anything. And it was rap rock. I feel like rap rock always works.
Yeah. I mean, I see a lot of it nowadays too. Like, is there any rap rock you're really digging at the moment?
Rap rock I'm digging at the moment. I know we saw this band Silly Goose play earlier, and I was kind of like rap rock. I would consider it rap rock.
So,
I don't know if they would consider it rap rock.
So funny thing about them, I don't know if anyone said this, but they did a show on top of a BP gas station last year after Lala.
No way.
And then they got booked for the lineup.
That's pretty fucking lit.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes you got to create the stage before you take the stage, you know. As far as the Little Rock music market, did you feel like those opportunities were easier to get with those opening slots? Was there just not as much competition, you think?
I mean, no, it was definitely competition. Little Rock has a lot of bands.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's just a matter of like,
y'all were dope.
Rap and rock, yeah, I mean, we were dope, but it was like rap and rock is such a niche thing that it's like, there's not that much of that per se. Like Evanescence is from Little Rock, so there is an elements of that. That world is familiar to the city, but it hasn't been blended in the way that I feel like we did it.
I got you. Wake me up inside, you know.
Me.
That's you gotta know it. Little Rock also is most likely how you met Carrie Foe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we met in high school.
And she was working at a chicken spot. Is that right?
I think so.
How did you guys meet?
We met through Facebook, I think, or either Facebook or MySpace. It was like the olden days of the internet. But nah, yeah, we've been cool since we were like 16. Like, a lot of people made music in the city, so it's like we always made music. And then she went off to school, came back, and we made music when she came back from college. So, yeah.
In the early 2010s, I had heard No Small Talk. I found out, like, honestly, pretty recently that you were the one that produced it. That's an all-timer right there, of course. But
I love that song. Love that song. It definitely changed my life for sure.
Yeah. I think it was Nothing to Lose, a Carrie Foe song, and she said, "I'm the greatest thing that's ever come out of Little Rock. Greatest thing to ever come out of Little Rock." You know, I don't know if you ever heard that line, but like, how do you feel about that? You know, are you like, nah, actually, I'm the greatest? You know?
Nah, I actually like that line. I feel like everybody should feel like they're the greatest. Yeah. Like, human beings are just naturally competitive. I feel like people are scared of competition, but competition pushes us further. As we push goalposts, like, we get further as a humanity. So the competition can be healthy and it can be good for society at large. So I respect that statement. That's how she should feel.
Okay.
She should feel like she's the greatest to ever come out of Arkansas.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta stand on it if you're gonna say it, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This all leads to Childish Gambino taking No Small Talk, you know, putting it on Stone Mountain, and eventually you and Carrie both end up joining this royalty collective.
It's royalty.
At the time. And that probably was also iron sharpens iron type of environment. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was just being around a lot of like hyper creatives, because it's like even like somebody like Childish Gambino who's like doing movies, TV shows, music. He also DJs, so it's like he's somebody who's like a hyper creative. People like bLAck who's doing like film, photography, screenwriting, and yeah, just being around other people that are doing a lot of, especially stuff in the TV movie realm, because that's not my background per se. Background is in music, so it's like being around people that are into like other stuff like fashion, music, art, like it kind of like opened my world up in a different way.
That makes perfect sense. I mean, it's just like enormous amounts of creativity, you know, at all times. You kept that relationship going, you know, pretty well, I would assume. Have you ever felt like you've been defined by like who you've worked with as opposed to like your own artistry?
No, because I feel like most people don't even really know at large. The people, like the list of people I worked with is actually bigger than it seems. Like, because I feel like people just know my music, but they're not like, oh, you did a song with this person in the same way that you think
Well, I mean, yeah, and that's not to say you don't have hits. I mean, we got the Mango album definitely, you know, made its way into my household.
Yeah.
I'm 25 right now, so I was like 16, 17, you know, when that was coming out. Best View, a classic. And Summer Love, you know, you recently posted about people's biggest critique is it's not long enough, right?
Yeah.
You're using this Suno software to see what fans can do to like extend the track. Can you tell me a little bit about like what went into wanting to do that?
Yeah, I mean, number one, I like trolling. That's most important. I thought it was kind of funny to kind of playful to be like, all right, you want the song to be longer, you make it longer. When I think about AI, I think about humor. Humor's the peak of what AI is capable of doing well. To me, I think you can do funny stuff. Like I don't know if you remember, like when people were making AI songs, like AI remixes to songs.
I mean, like, I still think people are doing that more than ever, if anything.
Sure. But I think it's hilarious, and I think Suno can do stuff like that at the highest level. So like, yeah, really just humor. That's literally drove all my decisions to do this.
What other decisions has humor led you to? What other kind of trolling, you know, have you been up to? What kind of schemes?
What kind of trolling have I been up to? Nothing crazy as of late. Nothing too crazy. Like I mean, as far as just humor though, the skits with the album, I think humor was like a huge driving factor with like how he wrote everything out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's that very cinematic element. It wouldn't be surprising if like you're taking a lot of bits from those like film and TV soundtracking and then just kind of bringing that to life with these like really quality visuals.
Yeah, no, 100%.
The Last Dance. People were thinking you were gonna leave it all behind. They were thinking, oh my God, is The Last Dance? Is that the last album?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I wanted to, but the people keep requesting me to come back and make music. So I'm doing this for the people. This isn't for me, this is for the people.
So you just hate making music now. You're like, you're over it.
It's not even that I hate making music, it's like I just don't care. There's certain people that are like, I want to be famous or else. Like, I don't care about being famous. Like, that's not like a genuine desire. Like, it's just something that like becoming popular because of the music is something that just happened out of consequence. I don't necessarily go out of my way to desire fame or infamy or anything of that nature.
You're not somebody who I've seen very many interviews with either. We appreciate the time, but I feel like that probably speaks to that same thing of, do you feel like you're more of a private person in general or?
Definitely, 1,000%. I just would rather live as controllable as a life as possible. I like how like I even think about like Andre 3000, even though it's like impossible to defamous yourself, he's like trying to figure out a way to like be kind of like live kind of a normal life and still be able to do whatever creative ideas he wants to get off. Like I like that. I think stuff like that is cool.
No, there's real power in that for sure. I mean, you have the audience like at your fingertips and you're like, I'm gonna make a flute album, and what are you guys gonna do about it? You're gonna fucking mosh to it at Camp Flogna, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's pretty awesome when you think about it. Like, yeah, this is what I'm feeling. And then like you might catch them randomly at like a coffee shop with a flute, like realistic method acting.
Yeah, realistic method acting. Who are some of your favorite actors?
My favorite actors, Denzel Washington. I like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm trying to think. There's certain people. I actually like Sydney Sweeney as an actress. People like hate on her, but she's actually a really good actress.
What are some of your favorite Sydney Sweeney credits?
What was that movie? It was it's this movie where she had to play the lady who was like dang, what's the movie? She had to play the lady who was selling the blood machines. Yeah, dang, because the lady got billboards in LA. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, yeah, no, someone look this up because I'm trying to figure out what a blood machine is.
It was like some fraud shit. She was like making these machines that test blood, but like basically she was just like defrauding a bunch of like investors.
Immaculate, it's called. Okay. Yeah, I never saw that.
Yeah, nah, I like a lot of actors. I like a lot of Ice Cube movies, horror flicks, stuff like that. Ari Aster movies. Yeah.
Ari Aster just did a Q&A like around here. We have this theater called the Music Box Theater. Yeah. They show like a lot of indie films over there. Okay. Yeah, that's a fun spot.
Yeah, he's making the best horror flicks right now. Yeah.
Did he do Eddington? Am I right on that? Or
did he do Eddington?
No. What did he do? I'm a film. Oh, he did.
Okay, all right. Correction, I'm sorry.
I mean, I was asking. I didn't legit. I don't know.
Nah, he did Hereditary
Yeah,
and Midsummer.
Oh, Midsummer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if Frank Leone, if you're watching this, I know my I know my film stuff. We got a lot of film buff pals, you know, they'll run laps around me with that sort of thing. But
I'm not a film buff. I watch TV shows.
Okay.
And random films. Yeah.
Make a letterbox.
Matter of fact, I have a letterbox.
Oh, you got the letterbox? All right, shit, yeah.
I realize I've watched like 1,000 movies. Like, yeah.
You be like actually typing in reviews on there, or you just?
Well, no, I don't do reviews. I think that's a little extra. I just go through go watch that shit yourself and you figure it out.
Yeah. You're gonna.
Because otherwise, I just want to ruin the movie for you.
You can't give too much.
Yeah, or you can. People
or you do.
People cry about it. Like, oh my god, you're gonna ruin it. I'm like, you still have to watch it and follow along. Like, it's not like. You think knowing the ending is gonna ruin it? Like, you still gonna have to watch it twice to even like make sense of the ending. Anyway,
it's like but it's like imagine there are all these nonfiction movies and TV shows. Yeah, you know the end. It's history, but you still are excited to see how it turns out.
Ending, you still need to know the details in between the beginning and the ending for it to even be worth you watching the shit. That's why I like TV shows over movies, because you can like build the storyline in between the beginning and the end out more. Like, movies are like so focused on resolution.
Some folks say, you have you got more structure. You got a lot of shit to play around with. But okay, just on the title of bLAck pARty, right? The artist name. I want to hear about your ideal house party, or maybe ideal party in general.
Ideal party.
Yeah.
I like pool parties.
Yeah.
It's like a house party with a pool, DJ inside, fruit stand outside, barbecue, synchronized swimmers in the pool. I'm literally trying to make like a mental list of every great party I've been to and like what it had.
Two bitches at the same time, synchronized swimming, is that?
Yeah, you gotta have strippers.
Yeah.
You gotta have dice. You gotta have a dice game. You gotta have some sports game has to be on the television somewhere, like whether it's basketball, football, soccer, like one of the sports, baseball, one of the sports has to be on. I'm trying to think what else is necessary. Yeah, just like all the drinks you could possibly need, from like seltzer water, like kombucha, beer, like spirits. People underestimate like the value of having like non-alcoholic spirits.
Talk about it.
In a party. Cause it's like, like that's how you really get the party started. Like the quality of non-alcoholic drinks determines the quality of your parties. Set in stone.
Let them know.
Message. Cause it's cute. Like you have all like we got 1,000 bottles, but it's like, where's the boba? Where's the horchata? Like I need some variety. You know what I'm saying? We need actual drinks. Like, we're here to have a good time, not we forgot what happened last night time, you know?
If there was a boba vendor or a boba machine at a house party, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that before. So that's instantly like best party I've ever been to, you know? You can throw all that just sets the tone. You walk in, boom, amazing. Getting my bubbles, you know. Do you like throwing parties? Are you more of a I'm gonna pull up, you know, type?
No, I like throwing parties. I like throwing events. Like, cause I if I throw the party, I get to curate the experience,
right?
And I feel like I have a better understanding of what constitutes a good party and like what you need in order for like multiple people to be satisfied.
It's like were you the type to like, you take people from different friend groups and, you know, you put them together in school and stuff like that? Sure.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, like, cause I have friends in all kinds of different walks of life. So it's like, I understand like, all right, this is what these types of people need. This is what these types of people would need. These are these things. Yeah. So it's like combining those things to make them make sense. But then you have all kinds of people like that wouldn't normally interact with each other, interacting.
Sounds like these would be some pretty sweet parties, I must say.
For sure.
In capable hands.
Yeah, I've earned my name.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I would hope so, you know. You put it out there, that's very, you know, says a lot. How often do you go back to Arkansas?
I try to go back at least once a year. I should go back more often, but work It just
Yeah,
doesn't allow me to go back home as much as I used to.
Yeah. You still have family out there?
Yeah, so like my siblings live. I got siblings that live out there, grandparents, like cousins, everything. Yeah.
Any like local dishes you grew up having, or?
Lots of Cajun food, best barbecue, soul food. Chinese buffets in the South are low-key better than everywhere else, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Yeah, I feel like that's really like, yeah, just like even just like my great grandparents, like they had a farm, so it's like having like fresh food, like home cooked meals and like fresh eggs from the farm, like stuff like that. Like, yeah.
Having access to a farm is pretty crazy. It was like a big farm. Would you stay over there and stuff? Or?
Yeah, like I mean, it was like small farm. It's like enough to like sustain the house, get the house what it needs. It wasn't like
you got animals and stuff though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like animals, but it's like everything on the farm is for the household, for the family kind of thing. So it's like everything that gets grown, all the animals like that get tended is strictly for like, all right, this is stuff for the family for the years.
This is how we used to be, and now we're ordering HelloFresh.
The simple life. Now we have Uber Eats. Now we're in the age of convenience. Look at us.
How far we've fallen.
We can't farm.
They're
charging us for grapes.
Is that from something?
You're making us pay for grapes?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, these hands not going out in the soil. Probably not. Are you here the whole weekend?
Nah, unfortunately not. We have to. We're still on this tour run, so we have to go on to Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of Canada? How have your experiences been over there?
Canada's cool. The weed is great. The vibes are pretty great. The food is great. The women are amazing.
What's not to like? And what's something, that we can expect beyond this tour? I mean, the album is pretty fresh, so I think there's a lot of pressure to be like, oh, we need the new shit. We need the new shit now. Like, you might be like, oh, I just dropped. But anything that you're thinking about, sometimes people think like really far in advance on projects. So I'm curious.
Yeah, just more music, honestly. Just more music, more projects. Like, yeah, I feel like, because I spent a lot of time in the major label system.
Yeah.
So now, like, being independent again, it's like, there's nothing stopping me from having like more of a mixtape mindset to music. So like, yeah, just more music.
Oh my God! Wait, yeah. You've been working with Gary over at Gwyn.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Shout out to Gary.
I've been over to that the Herd studio spot.
Yeah.
It's pretty chill. He was we had only ever known each other like off of the internet, and like I had like finessed my way into an artist pass a couple Lalas ago. I saw him backstage with Blast, and then he when I was in LA, he invited me through. That's a quality guy right there.
Yeah, it's also Gary on record. It's Gary's fault for this album. It's all his fault. He forced me to make an album for the streets.
You got him to thank. Going back a little bit, and we won't do too many more, but on Mango, there was an interlude from, at the time, a 16-year-old Amindi K. Frost,
yeah,
who, would then go on to, of course, be Amindi and feature on Isaiah Rashad's album. And then, yes, the Amindi, who has been on our program in the past, is a friend of the show, So how did you first get connected with her?
I call on Twitter, like on some super random stuff. And like, I'm one of those people that's always like been like super into underground music, so like I always like will comb through SoundCloud and like find like new stuff all the time. So like I came across her because we became friends on Twitter or whatever, and like her music, like her voice was super like to me, like on some like jazz, like Ella Fitzgerald stuff. So like I was like, I gotta get you on this project that I'm working on. So like luckily she was like down, and like it's crazy because like she like her music was like going crazy after that. Like, so it was like super dope to like connect at that time. Like it's super cool.
Man, I'd say both of y'all.
I love Amindi. She's
What's one lesson that you've learned from being around Mr. Donald Glover?
Time management. I feel like that's the most important lesson I've ever learned Cause I literally watched a guy do 2 different jobs in one day, like a 24-hour span, and be like, all right, I'm finna clock in, write this TV show, and then clock out of that, and then clock into, all right, now I'm finna work on this album, and then clock out of that, and be like, all right, finna go home and start this all over again. So it's like I feel like time management is the best thing. Cause like, yeah, it's like, it seems impossible, like, to manage 2 large scale jobs like that.
Full time, almost like bigger than full time, you know?
It's like your days are from like 7 a.m. to, I don't know, like midnight. So it's like being able to like sustain that and like come out with great products. I think that's like the best thing I learned.
Who's a real one in your corner?
Real one in my corner. I got a lot of real ones in my corner. Shout outs to Issa Rae. She's always been a supporter. Shout outs to my team that helped me work on this album. DJ Ice, Black Samurai. Shout outs to Anoop. Shout outs to Gary. Shout outs to Satasha, Misha, everybody over at Gwen, everybody at STEM. All real ones. Shit.
And thank you for this new album. We appreciate you pushing him.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to Childish Gambino, another real one. Yeah, man. Shout outs to everybody trying to make this creative shit happen, man. You're a real one. Because the world doesn't want to see you succeed, but yet here you are doing what you want to do in life. And that's admirable. So keep at that shit, man.
I think that's a beautiful note to end on. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Pleasure chatting with you. bLAck pARty on Real Ones, everybody.
Yeah.
We can check that off the bucket list.